Hey, how you doing? I'm Adam Post, publisher of College of the Dead, publisher of more than 1,000 independent comic books over the last 30 years. And I like this story. It's interesting. The Zack Snyder Cut is coming out, which shows you the customer is always right until the powerful are in control. We will talk about it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications, and give me comments below. I love to see what people have to think about these videos. All right, so this article from Cosmic Book News, this is a great little site. This guy, Matt McCloyne, has a great insight on things. Is talking about the news about how HBO Max's new channel is going to be featuring the Zack Snyder Justice League Cut. Now, this was a movie came out in 2017. Zack Snyder had thought there was a lot more to his version. It was a better version. And there were kind of rumors about this for years. There's a better version out there of this superhero team movie from DC Comics. And people have been asking for his cut to get released. Up until now, there's been no plans to release it, apparently. But Warner Brothers has a new CEO. And the new CEO of Warner Brothers is this guy, Jason Kilar. And he says he and the Warner Media team have been so impressed and moved by the passion exhibited by Release the Snyder Cut fan base. Okay. Stories matter. Storytellers matter. I'm thrilled Zack Snyder and the team will be bringing this story to all of us fans. All right. Here's his tweet. Now, I'll go ahead and like it because that's the right attitude. The customer is always right until the powerful take control. That's my thesis here. Now, look, they're trying to launch HBO's Max paid channel. It's going to be a streaming service. You're going to subscribe to it. You're going to pay money. They need people on this channel. They need to get as many millions of people as possible paying every month to subscribe to HBO Max. They're going to make this content exclusive to HBO Max. And that is why they are making the decision. They're all about money. They're trying to monetize. There's nothing wrong with listening to customers when they say that there's this interest they have in getting something done, especially something that's going to cost them like $20 or $30 million to re-release what could be, a major success for them. And really, a lot of success is about narrative. It's about, hey, there are people out there talking about it. I was around when the first Batman movie came out, the Batman movie in the 1980s. And a lot of people anticipated and were interested in that Batman movie. They wanted to see it. People were just, the only movie poster that was out was this cool metallic looking version of the Batman logo. And there were people talking about it. There were people excited for it. And it was a big success. It was a whole different take on Batman than people had seen in television before. It was more influenced by like the Dark Knight, Dark Batman. You've probably seen the movie by now. And it really did start a whole thing with superhero movies. So what better way to sell subscriptions to HBO Max than to listen to the fans, go with where the energy's at, and support those fans and produce the book. Produce the movie. They're going to milk this for all they can get. They want subscribers. They want energy on that channel. They will make sure that this doesn't threaten the movie franchise in any way. And they'll make sure that they deliver something that people will enjoy. And it'll be a little different than the regular movie. They're not going to disappoint people with this. But this has upset a lot of people. Who is upset about this? This is upset Collider. Why releasing the Justice League Snyder cut sets a dangerous precedent. And what he's trying to say here, essentially, in this whole article, is that there really is nothing to it. There really is no Snyder Cut. It's all a scam. He's saying that this was bullying, and this was the fans wanting it. The fans paying for billboards saying that they want to release the Snyder Cut. Of course they're going to release the Snyder Cut when people are funding their own promotional programs. You've got Rob Liefeld running around saying release the Snyder Cut. Everybody is saying release the Snyder Cut. Not everybody, because frankly I had zero interest in it myself. But it's interesting as hell that there was a fan groundswelling that were interested in getting it released. I thought there was one thing in particular that this guy did say that was interesting, other than all of the crying over, oh my God, you're going to release the Snyder Cut. And that was this. That was, okay, where are you? Look at this. This wasn't even it. The fact that Warner Brothers has not only acknowledged this incredibly obnoxious fan uproar, but also agreed to, per their demands, release the Snyder Cut is mystifying and potentially dangerous. The message is clear. If you bitch and moan enough, chances are that the studio might not only hear you, but might agree with you. Yeah, they might agree with you because they're there to sell a product. Again, the customer is always right until the powerful take control. And that's what we've been seeing in the last 10 years or so, that powerful people have taken control of the entertainment industry and have forced their versions, their lifestyles, their ideas of what's right and wrong into media of the absolute extreme minority. Yes, there are a minority of activists that are interested in pushing their political and social ideas. You wouldn't even believe how horrific it is. It's horrific. There are organizations that are interfering with every project that's being done at the production level, even at the pitch level in film and TV now, and obviously even in comic books. Not with Comicsgate. We do our own ideas, we make our own projects, and we continue to grow, but in all mass media. So his point here is this. This I thought was really interesting, where he said, and it would be wise to remember that this is not a case of an artist having a paintbrush taken away from him midway through completing his masterpiece. Justice League is a corporate product, one designed to sell Happy Meals and bed sheets and pave the way for additional, equally unambitious product. Now, the author's point here is, well, look, it's corporate content, it's corporate movies, corporate comics. The artist has no right to have any vision. So as a result, you should only put in whatever the next progressive idea is in terms of editing the content. Never allow a creative, a director, never allow a writer, never allow an artist to express a vision in a corporately owned product, because we are the powerful. We will dictate what social messaging will be included in all the media. That's communist China, brother. That's not what we do here. That's not how America is. That's not how France is either. France has droit morale clauses in terms of how content can be changed. An artist has to literally wave away the rights to be able to control how their creative content is produced. And it's expanding as well. David Ayer confirms the Ayer Cut exists. And this is with Suicide Squad. What I will say is, look, you cannot trust entertainment executives as far as you can throw them. For today, it is a small win. You put in the comments below if you agree or not. But I find it a small win, absolutely. But for tomorrow, when a streaming service is able to dictate what content you're going to see or not going to see, because all of their new content is really directed primarily at streaming service, the fan response to the streaming service content is going to have much less effect than this would for a single movie. Right now, there's an opportunity to build HBOMAX, and that's why for $20 or $30 million, they can create enthusiasm about signing up for HBOMAX for what, a year? Because they announced this is going to come out in 2021. For a year, they can get signups based on this from people that otherwise wouldn't sign up for quite a while. That's why they're doing it. It's not that they love fans. It's not they appreciate that there's something to be exploited, and they will exploit it for as long as they have the opportunity to build the streaming service. Past that point, once they got you, they got you. That's why when you are supporting corporate media, while it's not true that the artist should never be considered or never be listened to, they control it all. So you want to support independent media. Look how nutty this is. I found this is great. I got to hand it to Bleeding Cool on this one. Even Bleeding Cool's admitting that the Justice League quote fans are ridiculous for destroying copies of a 2017 film now that the Zack Snyder Cut is going to come out. So look at what some of these people are doing. This is one of these guys. There are fans that are burning copies of the Justice League from 2017. Supposed fans. Big fan, super fan, really upset about what's going on with the Snyder Cut, so he's got to burn his copy. Then you can see this upset person who does, again, another communist idiot who wants to destroy contents of entertainment because they're not going to have their way with all their ideological, nonsensical preferences. Now, do I know that for sure? Did I research this person, whoever this person is? No, I didn't. But only an ideological idiot would destroy existing DVDs. Didn't break as easy as I thought. DVDs are very easy to break. Yeah, you can do this with your hands if you're not a soy boy. They break quite easily. You don't need a hammer. All right. Yes, they want to hit people with a hammer that don't agree with them. They want to destroy whatever doesn't agree with them. They're very, very sick people. Don't be one of those people. Be a great person. Support College of the Dead. Support other Comicsgate comics. Why should you? Well, College of the Dead is a great comic. You've probably seen the trailer by now. Go to collegeofthedead.com. Check it out. It's a great story. It's shipping June 2020. It's been very successful, thank God. And it's doing like 5 times the business the first one did. And it's independent media. I control it. And why is that important? Because unlike Warner Brothers, I'm not trying to sell you one product and get you kind of hooked into some subscription. My goal is to always please fans, produce content for the fans. There's no middleman. There's no powerful agenda about social nonsense. We will tell stories at my company that are good stories based on cool characters, interesting setups. There will be entertaining content, entertaining comics. And we're never going to fall into this nonsense where we're trying to police some weird political ideology. This is America. It ain't China. All right, go ahead and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. Let me know in comments below what you think of this whole concept. If you trust Warner Media, and if you do, you do. I don't. And I will see you again soon with another video. If I don't see you, we'll miss you.